Good evening and thank you for joining us. Tonight, the NCAA has filed its notice of appeal after what's been a major win for Texas Tech quarterback Brendan Sorsby. His fight to play college football this fall has been successful so far in court. KCBD News Channel 11's Case Wilbanks joins us with a look at the ruling and reaction. Case.
Yeah, Brittany, the NCAA has told the court it will appeal a temporary injunction from visiting Judge Ken Curry, a retired district judge out of Tarrant County. He was brought in when the 99th District Judge Philip Hayes recused himself in Sorsby versus the NCAA. Curry today sided with Sorsby, agreeing that keeping him from playing would cause him to suffer irreparable harm. So under this order filed today, he'll be practicing and playing for Texas Tech in the 2026 season. This is what Sorsby wanted from the court about 20 days ago when he sued the NCAA, saying it was unfairly keeping him off the field. He admitted he violated the association's sports betting rules, but said he has a diagnosed gambling addiction problem and never compromised game integrity. The NCAA said Sorsby placed thousands of illegal sports bets over 4 years at 3 schools, including wagers on his own Indiana team and even on teammates' performance. This order, though, blocks the NCAA from keeping him from the team and using its rule of restitution against Sorsby, Texas Tech, or any school that plays Tech this year for following the judge's ruling, and that would be like vacating wins. There are some strings attached to this, though. Sorsby won't play the first 2 games of the season, which would be against Abilene Christian and Oregon State. Sorsby must continue counseling and gambling recovery support, get treatment for anxiety, join athlete-focused recovery programs, and file monthly compliance reports. If he doesn't, the NCAA can rush back to the court to lift the injunction. The NCAA is not holding back in its disagreement with the judge. It says it's deeply concerned about what it calls damaging, far-reaching, and broadly destabilizing ramifications. It says the ruling undermines and corrupts the integrity of sports. Now, addressing some of Sorsby's arguments, the association says it's committed to supporting student-athlete mental health, but must continue to aggressively defend against actions it says defraud college athletics and threaten competitive integrity, such as betting on one's own sport. Tonight, Sorsby says he's grateful for the endless support he's received and for the chance to rejoin his teammates. He says the opportunity comes with the responsibility to remain focused on his personal growth and ability to learn from this experience and to be able to use his situation to help others going forward. Now, again, this is a temporary injunction, meaning it's a decision by the court before any trial. That trial is set for February. Court records show the NCAA has filed its notice of appeal. Now the question is what that timeline would look like for an appeal in Amarillo's 7th Court of Appeals compared to the season, which starts in September, and if Red Raider football is successful, could stretch only to January. Big 12 Commissioner Brett Yormark says the conference members are concerned, and he's meeting with ADs and his executive board this week. He also believes the ruling's ramifications are significant and could have broad impacts. Brittany.
All right. Thank you so much, Case.